Almost a week ago, the chemical plant just across the water there was ablaze. A thick plume of black smoke bellowed into the sky as firefighters battled almost 24 hours against the flames.
I'm not saying that the smell isn't unpleasant. I'm just telling you what the results of the tests are, namely that the air is not harmful.
Since then, there has been growing anger over what some say is a lack of information over what was burnt in that fire and the impact that could have on people's health.
You can talk to any fireman, but when you have any type of contact with the smoke, it's dangerous. It can be lethal because of the carbon monoxide. And in this case, when the smoke went into the sky, we didn't know what was in it. We don't know exactly what is in the air, and we worry a lot that in the future it might bring cancer or something else.
I have 4 kids and they were impacted by the smell and migraines. I thought about having tests done, but for what? We've absolutely no information about what we should be looking for. I could take blood samples, but what are you going to tell them to look for? I know there could be cancer, thyroid problems, but the problem is that we hear lots of rumours, nothing concrete.
I think there is a risk for our health, and I can feel it, because I have an itchy throat, and I'm continuously coughing. We're worried about the health of our children in the future. Will they have cancer or something? We just don't know.
Around Rouen, some people are also taking their own precautions. Some locals have also experienced nausea and vomiting, whilst others have complained that the tap water is black. And then there is the stench. You can smell that the air is foul. It's a bit like rotting eggs, but with a chemical tinge. And despite the initial denials that there was no health risk, the French health minister has admitted that Rouen is clearly polluted.
It is a factory that produces hydrocarbons. Even if not in large volumes, it is never good for the population to come across these kinds of products. I cannot say that there is no danger. The city is clearly polluted.
Several schools were closed after the fire, and though some have attempted to reopen, many teachers are refusing to return to work.
We know colleagues from schools near Lubrizol who have refused to work until they receive information about what was burnt and the risk, because they are just a few hundred meters away from the site. They did so to protect their health and that of the children who are under their responsibility. That's why there has been a demand that the regional school authority acknowledge their right not to have children attend school under these conditions.
While health concerns are immediate, what's perhaps most telling about the danger people here are facing is the fact that food sales from 100 districts around Rouen have been banned. Any produce that may have been exposed to contamination has to be destroyed. That even includes milk.
I breed cows and work closely with milk producers. Dioxins are measured in nanograms, and they're a problem for us because they become highly concentrated in milk and are toxic, so they render it unfit for consumption. It is vital for us to know as soon as possible whether there are any dioxins in those burning materials. What's going on? Who will tell us what to do with our produce?
Search from the fire has even reached as far as Belgium and the Netherlands, raising concerns that the impact could be even wider reaching. Flags have also been raised for the health of the police and the firefighters who are on duty during the fire. Protests like this have now formed to pressure the authorities to outline any risks they may face. They're demanding answers, but are afraid that even if they receive them, that the dangers as a result of that blaze may not emerge for months or even years from now. Charlotte Dubinsky, RT, Rouen.
Environmental activist Jerome Bertrand says Rouen is now the most dangerous city to be in France.
I think the government is prioritising the work of the plant rather than the safety of citizens.
An official earlier told us that there was nothing to worry about and the air in Rouen was not toxic, and he continues to pacify us, but without giving any scientific data to back up his claims. And then we hear the Interior Minister saying the same thing, again, without any confirmation. The officials base their conclusions on the fire at the Lubrizol plant, which does not contain so many hazardous chemicals. The other part has far more dangerous substances which could have burned but did not. That's the only argument that the authorities use to reassure us. But actually the damaged part also included a whole range of harmful chemicals, so it's possible that they were released into the air. Since the cloud is now above Belgium, the air there should be tested for certain substances which were found in Rouen, near the plant. I think now Rouen is the most dangerous French city to be in, but I hope we will be able to cope.